Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will discuss object oriented programming and procedure oriented programming, how it is different from each other. Okay, in the previous lecture, we already covered the topic what is procedure oriented programming, what are the drawback of procedure oriented programming. Next, what are the object oriented programming, why it is needed, as well as what are the concepts of object oriented programming. Today we will discuss how it is different from each other. Okay, so let's start. Now, what is procedure oriented programming? Okay, in the procedure oriented programming, there follows the procedure. And what is object oriented programming? It is execute the program through the objects. Okay, now first difference is procedure oriented programming. Program is divided into the small part called as a function. And in the object oriented programming, the program is divided into the parts called as object. Next difference is import in the procedure oriented programming. Importance is not given to the data but to the function as well as the sequence of a action to be done. Yes, in the procedure oriented programming, they are not give the importance of the data because here they follows the procedure. So when the procedure is executed, then the sequence of the data is called and executed and run the process. So procedure oriented programming is not give the importance of the data. But in the object oriented programming, they give the importance of the data as well as the procedure or the function because it work as a real time. And object procedure oriented programming is not used for the real time. That's why it is acceptable for using the procedures. Okay. Now procedure oriented programming is decompose the problem into the small parts. So that's why this is follows the top down approaches. Okay. Now, object-oriented programming is follows the bottom-up approaches because here we first find the small solution of the any problem. After that, we are integrate and make the uh, projects or the make the third solution. Okay. Now, next difference is procedure-oriented programming is not have any access specifier. But in the object-oriented programming is having the access specifier that is public, private, and protected. Public access specifier is give the access as a publicly. Private access specifier is not give the access to the publicly. It give the access only the class members. Okay, and the protected is a access specifier which is used for only give the access of for the subclasses. Hence, object-oriented programming is a more secure. Now, procedure-oriented programming data can move freely from the function to function in the system. Okay. Now, in the object-oriented programming, object can move and communicate with each other through the members. Next difference is to add the new data and the function in POP is not so easy, but in the object-oriented programming, it is very easy to add the new data and the function because in object-oriented programming, all data member and the member function is encapsulated in the class. So when we add the new data, it is already know where is a data needed and which object is access that data. So it's easy to access or adding the new data in the classes of the object-oriented programming. Next is most function uses the global data for sharing that can access freely from the function to function in the system. Yes, procedure-oriented programming, all data is a globally access to the functions. So here most of the chances to modify their data from the through any functions. But in the object-oriented programming, data cannot move easily from the function. If we want to access the data, we need the object mediator. Okay, so it can be kept public or private, so we can control the access of the data. Now, Procedure-oriented programming does not have any proper way for hiding the data, so it is less secure. But object-oriented programming is give the feature for hiding the data. That's why OPS is a more secure. Now, in the procedure-oriented programming, overloading is not possible. But in the object-oriented programming, overloading is possible in the form of function overloading and the operator overloading. Overloading, function overloading means what? Same function name with the different parameters list. Now, what are the examples of procedure-oriented programming? That is C, VB, Fortran, and the Pascal. In the object-oriented programming, there is a C++, Java, and VBNet, C#.NET. These all are the examples of object-oriented programming. Okay. Hence, C++ is provide the more security as compared to the C languages. Hence, object-oriented programming is a more secure as compared to the procedure-oriented programming. Now, other topic we will discuss in the next lecture. Thank you.